All right, guys. Right, what do I have to say? I've just been sent a video from Facebook on Facebook with Thomas Evans saying that he's withdrawn consent with regards to Alfie Evans and with what's happening with the legal parameters there. But I don't think this guy really understands how to withdraw consent or what his capacity is and what his status is. So. Yeah, share this video, guys. I'm not happy about that mop. Let's get that down. Look, I'll try and make it a bit better. It's rushed. It's all improv. So, baby Alfie is in Alder Hay hospital. I've just been sent a video with the father saying that he wants to withdraw consent. He's got his own medical team and medical supplies there. I don't think he knows how to act in the private or what the private is with regards to the equity side. I have sent him information with regards to what brother Steve has put down with regards to the canons and the edicts and the ecclesiasticals. So I've just checked on Liverpool. How far away is Liverpool, Alder Hay, from where I am? 82 miles, 2 hours something. So it's a massive drive. So I've got the option now of going down and driving down and trying to speak to Thomas, but I don't want to go down and stand out on the road and stand there and do some kind of protesting when I've got some knowledge or some information of which may be beneficial and useful for him. We have others waiting in the wings ready to advise in a private capacity. I've explained that we're not affiliated with the Law Society, the Temple Bar, we're not solicitors, we are not anything to do with them. We are private, self-governing, sovereign beings that understand the legal complex and the governing guidelines a bit more than anybody else. We had a success in a magistrates court against a claim from a traffic officer against the driver, and we went down and we attended and we appeared and we had the case discharged. So we are not experts in all of law, but we've got a very good handle on it, and we can acknowledge and show capacity and status. We know about public and public liability and the public law, the public mandated statute codes and stuff, which are governable by consent, surprisingly. So if you don't consent to that order, Martin, sorry, Charlotte Martins has sent a message. If you don't consent to that order, Thomas, then you don't consent. You can withdraw your consent. You've just said you've had your consent withdrawn there. So I'm going to make this video and I'm going to send it you on YouTube. And you're probably not going to watch it, but your friends and your family might, or somebody connected with Alfie's army might watch it. So we understand the legal construct and the legal system and how it is, and it's bullshit, it's bad for you, it's deceptive, and it's fraudulent. You've got a barrister there that you're paying good money to. The barrister's committing a crime, a bar crime, the crimes of the BAR, the London Temple BAR. Commit barratry, they commit personage, they commit deception, they commit fraud, they have bonds open in the court, what they don't tell you about. The courts have no securities, the lower courts. We know about the higher courts, and in the higher courts you can invoke equity, Thomas, Kate, for Alfie. You can use canons, as Steve has said, and what the canons are. You have a lot of powerful ways of noticing these fuckers and changing it and rescinding and changing the relationship. So we're not experts. We haven't done all of this, and we haven't properly done the claims of rights and stuff. We've done certain claims, and we've had court and legal appearances, and we're winning against agents that are purporting to be bailiffs and debt collectors that are purporting to be high court sheriffs. We're having liabilities, orders removed. We deal with orders. We deal with writs. So you guys need to take this video when it's done, share this live stream, post it into Sovereign Paralegals, post it into Alfie's Army, get it on external websites. I am willing to travel down from the Midlands under my own steam and speak to Thomas, but I need to speak to him. He needs to call 07931 775 967. He needs to be wary of anybody trying to put any kind of trust relationship on him from an external factor. I'm hearing reports of lots of crazy stuff at the moment. It's Thomas's and Kate's decision, the settlors, the joint creator of that property. That property is not the state's. It has been handed to the state via the registration. You can look at rescinding and reclaiming that and putting out some lawful objections and notices. I'm not really sure, but we'll take advice. This is a very reactive situation, and we're getting sick of seeing it. We're getting sick of how it is. And yeah, Thomas, you've given me messages through Facebook Messenger. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. So anybody that does know what Sovereign Paralegals on Facebook is, or that you are watching us build www.splspro.com. I'm mentioning that not for promotional purposes, but to show you our intent, to show you our depth, to show you what we're made of, and to show you what direction we're going in. We're not messing around now. We've had enough of this. The CQV, the registration, the certification, the legal parameters and the complex framework and infrastructure and instrumentation around that needs to be exposed. There is a meeting on the 12th of May, 3 days after mine and Alfie's birthday. We both got the same birthday, 9th of May, so that's a little bit symbolic for me as well. Yeah, a meeting in Nottingham called from the British Constitution Group, Dying for Good Health. Literally, Dying for Good Health is the name. I'm not endorsing it, I'm not affiliated with it, but I'd like to go down and have a chat, talk about and expose all this shit that's going off now. These crimes against man, these crimes against a little baby. That man, Thomas, and the mother, Kate, have got allodial rights to that property, and you need to reclaim them. You need to recorrect the misconstrued trusts. I'm not an expert in this, but I'm willing to give it a go. I don't care if I make mistakes, and I don't care if it costs me time and money. I feel really emotional about this. Just had a word with our brother Sovereign Smith. He's got a lot on. He's probably about 50 miles away from me in the wrong direction. But we're looking at, I don't know, coming down and showing some support. But to do that, I'd like to speak to Thomas, or know that when I get down there, I can actually liaise with you and get documents sent across, or perform notices, or get my team in Sovereign Paralegals on Facebook to send to an email address at someone's local address, or whatever we've got office-wise, and get it printed and signed and written out. And the other thought I had was anybody with diplomatic immunity, like the guy that's in the United Kingdom as the Italian diplomat in the UK. The Italian, what have we got now? We've got the office, so immigration, and you've got the office, the passport, the home office, the ambassador for Italy, ambassador. So he's got diplomatic immunity. That Italian ambassador could come and collect up the little baby there without any law touching him, and he could get the Italian air defence, who've got a plane waiting to collect Alfie on the standby now, to authorise that. He could come and help with the family. So you would require somebody with diplomatic immunity. I don't see Pope Francis coming across and grabbing him and helping out, but I can see that the international community are watching with very close eyes, and this is a farcical situation. It's embarrassing. It's painful to watch. It's criminal, but the legal system are making it from criminal, and they'll probably end up looking at some kind of corporate manslaughter act. But it's not manslaughter, it's actual murder. If someone doesn't consent and they're getting the wishes declined, and people are operating in capacities of wards of the state, and they are having conflicts and ethical issues here. It's massive to have an order put on you to say that you cannot perform resuscitation on your son. If you perform CPR on your son, you will be charged with assault and battery. I don't think so. We don't consent to that. Never. You don't have an order put on you. If someone gives you an order, you give them a bill. So yeah, we've got a lot to tell him, and I don't want to just drive down to stand outside there. This could be something big that we need to expose in front of the media. Get the the mother to say certain things. When you register your child, Thomas, the dad is the state, the mother is the mother, the father is the state. So therefore, the state takes a father position. It's deep, it's complex, it's Roman. You've gone to the Roman Catholic, the Vatican is Roman Catholic institution. In England, we have the Church of England as well. The Church of England is not the the Roman Catholic Vatican, same church, but the church was invented because they believed that the current ruling religions weren't quite fair, weren't the ones, the Romans canons and the normal canons, and you got Roman canons, canons and so forth. I believe this is an area of which I'm currently studying and learning upon, and we can get backup for that from Steve and anybody else that's profession with the canons and the maxims we have already. But the canons and the Roman canons and things are where the power lies as well. So just like to say something and put it out there. It's bullshit. It's a legal system. It's allowing manslaughter to happen, which is basically murder, the legal way of covering up murder and making it seem something like it's okay, it's permissible when it isn't. Alias 69, Truth Conspiracy, hiya, love out to Alfie and family. How is Alfie doing, brother? He's doing well. He's a little Taurus if he's born on 9th of May, and it's sickening to see. Unum Sanctum, where is the Pope? Yes, Unum Sanctum 1303. They laid claim, so there's been decrees and so forth. You've had motu proprio since that decree as well, haven't you? He is a poor little guy. He's a poor little brother. Here's a cover up. Yeah, that's been alleged as well. See the channel for the 3 videos that I've uploaded there. You can download and share them. Permission has been given. They are disappearing from Facebook. Thomas, there's a lot of crap going on Facebook. You need to keep resharing everything that you've got. We'll keep downloading it and resharing, and I'll keep copies in case you do need it later on and they go missing. We agree there, dodgy doctors, with the cover up and injections, inoculations, and what's happened there. With regards to the hospital, search the hospital, what scandals they've been involved in, organ scandals and things like that at Alder Hay previously. They are getting one over us on us, and Thomas needs to know, the dad needs to know. I'm going to publicise this on the Sovereigns group. I haven't advertised I'm doing this. I wanted to speak to Facebook, to YouTube rather than Facebook, because everything's got concentrated on Facebook. You know how that's working, so we're going to go external. Oh, I'm so angry and frustrated. I've been watching it for 48 hours now. It's been a roller coaster of a ride, and he's almost home free. And we can see things that we need to get the information to the father about, and we can act in a different capacity. And ultimately, I would say the canons and the ecclesiasticals and that are the highest amounts of authority of which you can rescind these assumptions, presumptions, and public, like, you know, contracts that we're seeing now, and agreements and misconstrued relationships. That's all I can think of. I'm just a guy with a passionate mind and a good team, a good family behind us, and a lot of information there. So I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to go and speak to our lass. I'm going to look at what's what, and then we'll post this and promote it and see if Thomas can call that number and have a chat. And if he does, and I can, or he recognises there's a potential here to go as set law and not the the legal side, we go lawful instead, canons or lawful, whichever it needs to be. But at least we can go and take him that knowledge and try. God Lord, all right then, nice one. Thank you all. Peace and love. All right, we'll catch you in a bit. Thank you guys.